Hello everyone, it's me again, and I'm here to do my recap of Iyanla Fix My Life. And this particular episode that I'm recapping was called Overcrowded Family. It was about this couple who had like 14 different family members in their house at one time. And the wife was like totally fed up, ready to leave, and the husband just looks like a spineless fish that actually was in the actual episode. But anyway, what it was basically about, we found out as we go, all the family members had a problem with the wife. They were all like, oh, she's a bitch, and she's hard to get along with, and she's crazy, and she can flip out on you at any point in time. And then when you talk to the wife is like, oh, yeah, I'm going to flip out all right. Like, I'm going to get up on somebody up in here, talking about me. But what we found out through the course of the show is that she had, I don't know about recently, but she had lost a child to crib death. And it seemed like nobody in the house addressed it, talked about it, or dealt with it, especially her. And in the process, I'm really thinking that was one of the reasons why everybody had a problem with her, because when you have that type of tragedy happen in your life and you never deal with it and you don't have any support, especially from maybe your family or friends, then what do you do with that? What do you do with all that hurt and all that anger and all that pain? Well, for her, it was lashing out at people. It was distancing herself away from her husband. It was drinking. And then in the same token, not just with her, but how does everybody else deal with it? Well, her husband just started, just kept bringing in more people to deal with the pain. And he distanced himself away from his wife and created this image of her that didn't really exist. It only existed because she didn't have anywhere to release her hurt and her pain. And it was just very interesting to just see how this family that's how they dealt with their pain. They just lashed out on her, as opposed to, they're the ones who even brought up the fact that she lost a child, and that's when she started drinking. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know what the problem is. You know why someone is behaving or could be behaving the way that they're behaving, but yet the best defense you have is, well, she's the problem. Really? Is she the problem? What I see is you all are the problem, starting from the husband. And, Iyanla brought out the same thing. The husband, one, the whole family doesn't know how to deal with issues. Regardless if it's the death of the baby or the drinking, or people just don't talk in that house. They seem to just, as long as we're doing good, it's all good. But as soon as something goes bad, we all disappear. I know that. I had somebody like that in my life who did not know how to deal with issues. And this family was a good example of that. The husband, and Iyanla brought it out, and I'm so happy that she did. She was like, what are you doing? She brought out this huge fish and she put it on the table, and was like, from the head to the tail, not the other way around. If you ain't handling your business, this all sucks. It stinks. It's foul. And you're the reason why. And you know what? He is. Because he's the one who didn't help and support his wife in her time of need. It wasn't just her child. It wasn't her child who died. It was their child. And you're the reason why all these people are here. And you're the reason why all these people are disrespecting your wife. First of all, a few of them people should have been put out a long time ago, because, it was just crazy how they was talking about this woman and disrespecting her, and nobody was doing nothing about it. Not the husband, not the kids. Oh, no. That can't go on. You're not going to be in my house, and I know you ain't paying rent, and going to talk about me and mine? Not today, boo-boo. That part right there made me jump out of my skin, because how disrespectful are you, first of all, to be in somebody else's house talking about what you don't like? Are you paying rent? My bad. Is this your house? No. Did I help you when you needed it? Yeah. Shut up and be grateful. Let's say it again. Shut up and be grateful, or pack up and leave. Let me say that again. Pack up and leave, because you don't have to be here. Regardless if I'm crazy, if I'm a bitch, if I'm an alcoholic, this is my damn house, and you don't have to be here. And, not to get off topic, but I really just felt like the husband, like we all know in the Bible, that God calls the husband to be the head of the household. God calls the husband to lead and rule and make things right. And the woman is the one who really just keeps it all together. Iyanla brought it out and she said it. You create it, but she maintains it. And if those two things don't work together, nothing is going to work. And it wasn't about the fact that there was a bunch of people in her house. That just added to the frustration. It was really about, I'm hurting and I don't know what to do with all this pain. And the one person, the husband, who should be loving and supporting me and helping me get through this, and we should be loving and supporting each other and helping each other get through this, you just disregard it because we don't obviously know how to talk to one another. And you keep bringing more people in to be a distraction, and seeing all these children and all these people around isn't letting me or giving me the opportunity to grieve the way I need to grieve. And so excuse me, I just felt like that was an easy fix. It really was. That particular show was one of the first shows that I've seen where I can honestly say that was an easy fix. Once you just realize why there was so much anger, and you could tell that both the husband and the wife really did love each other. It was just one of those things where something happened that they didn't even know how to deal with. And because they didn't know how to deal with it, they just did what they normally do. And that's just dismiss it. It didn't happen. It's not happening. We don't need to talk about it. We'll be fine. And in the process of doing that, feelings got hurt. And then they commenced on hurting each other. And he had support because it was all his family that lived there. And so it was just one of those things where I'm happy it was an easy fix, because they did both still love each other. Because trust me, if they didn't, that woman wouldn't have been there. That 14 people, husband, ain't nothing going to keep you there unless there's some love. And so somewhere they had it, they lost it, and I'm happy that it looked like they were going to be okay. But to get off that subject and hop on another one, they had this one girl that, first of all, just her name alone, Killer. Okay, the blonde hair, the gold, whatever. This woman had 4 kids that live there, okay? This should be another episode, like How to Get Your Ass Whooped. That's what that episode should be called. Because this woman lives in the house, you know she ain't paying rent, talking crazy, leaving her kids, they ain't in school, and who knows what the hell she off doing. And she gonna be talking to that too. First of all, she talking to Iyanla like, why you in my face? And being just very disrespectful to the 2 people who opened up their home to her and her children. And I'm just like, no, ma'am. No. That's what you're not going to do today. You're not going to get up in here while we trying to fix our family and trying to still help y'all and be ungrateful. So I hope they do another episode, which they probably won't, but I hope they do another episode on her. But to wrap it all up, like I'm saying, when people are hurting, they need support and they need love. And yeah, they're not going to behave the right way all the time. And what they need is the people that are supposed to be the closest to them, the people that are supposed to love them. They need that support, and they need the room and the grace to be behaving badly sometimes, because they're still trying to learn how to deal with the issues that are going on for them. And in the same token, that person that's hurting needs to still understand that there are people around you that love you and want to support you. You need to let them. So once again, I like this episode, and I really felt that it was an easy fix, and I'm happy that they were able to get it back together, because I truly feel that family is going to be all right, but they do need to get rid of some of them people in their house. So there it is.